Halo kelas, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our video today about the English Indonesian translations. And now I would like to give you more explanations about the eight types of the translations, as we know of the previous meeting about the material. So, eight types of translations is like the first is word for word translations and literal translations, and then the prideful translations and semantic translations, adaptive translations and free translations, idiomatic translations, and the communicative translation. So now we are talking about the one by one. So the first is word for word translation. Word for word translations is which mean that the search language word order is preserved and the words translated by their most common meaning, and the culture words are translated literally. The main use of this method is either to understand and the mechanic of the search language or to contrast a difficult text as the pre-translation processing. And then now about the literature translation. Literal translations, we can say that the search language grammatical construction are converted to their near target language and or target language equivalent, but the lexical item are again to translate out of the context. Okay, and then as a retranslation process, it indicates that the problem to be solved. Okay, then now factful translation, it attempts to reproduce the precise or contextual meaning of the original within the constructions of the target language grammatical structures. So it's transfer culture which preserve to degree of the grammatical and lexical uh, or maybe the lexical derivation from the search language term. And then the next is about the semantic translations. As we know that semantic translation is derived from the factful translations. Only it's in as far as it must take more account of the aesthetic value of the search language text, and then compromising of the seven meaning where appropriate, so that what no assume not wordplay or repetition jar or in the Venice versions. That next is the communicative translations. The communicative translations it attempt to render the exact concept to contextual meaning of the original in such as a way that both language and content are readily receptive and comprehensive to the leadership. Then to reduce the message of the now we are talking about the idiomatic translation. That idiomatic translations is to reproduce the message of the original but trying to destroy nuance of the meaning by revering colloquialism and idiom. Okay, that's now about the free. Yeah, we know that free translation is free. So free translation it reproduce the matter without the manner, of course, because there is free translation. You don't use the manner, you don't use the procedure, you don't use the process. Then or the context without a forms of the original. Okay, usually it is a paraphrase much longer than the original. Okay, you can use the paraphrasing. Then now the adaptation. This is the phrase from the translations mainly used to play or poetry. And then maybe we are talking about the themes. Okay, themes. That's, I think, the material about the more informations about the X types of English Indonesian translation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.